Hey, I'm Andrew Cannon. I'm here in New York right now, and I'm going to tell you guys about my top 7 picks on YouTube. Albert Nyberg's part from the New Soul video. I love the part. I think he's super creative, and he does a line where he does like a back 50 no comply to like switch front crook, something like that, and it's super awesome. And I just really like his style. I think he's a rad, innovative skateboarder.
When I get it back and I said, so this is what they mean. Oh wait, oh, don't you get around. Then I'm safe.
Vice magazine did a special on Norwegian black metal. It's called True Norwegian Black Metal, and it focuses mainly on this guy Gall, who's in this band Gorgoroth, and they're super, super awesome. And the guy's like real wild, and he's like a phenomenal artist. And there's this one part in the whole thing, I think it's right at the end, where they ask him a question and he just stares into the camera, and they're like all drinking wine, and he just stares. And he's just staring, and he doesn't stop, say anything. And then immediately he's just kind of like, but it's like a really long, awkward thing, and it just, I watch it on rainy days and listen to black metal. It's sick. Mikhail Macrot, his fishing lines video in China. I had the pleasure of meeting him in Berlin like a couple weeks ago. That dude's super awesome, and the city he was in, Guangzhou, is really, really good for skating, and I just love how quick his feet are. He's just like, he's got such a really like cool, like squatty and unique style, and I get really psyched on it. It makes me want to go skating.
Le ciel bleu de mirage, traînant un parfum poivré de pays inconnus et d'éternels étés où l'on vit presque nu.
There's this thing called Brules, and I guess it's from like Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job or whatever. But it's got John C. Reilly, and the one that he does, it's called Brother to Brother. It's him talking to his like imaginary brother, and it is like the sickest interview of all time. And I watch those, and I watch it and just laugh super hard every time. He asks his brother about like inventions, and he's all like, I was gonna invent a skateboard, but I already have 500. And it's super funny.
Inventions. Did you ever invent a jetpack? I invented a jetpack. I was gonna invent a skateboard, but I already have 500 of them, so I was like, forget it. I'll just make a flying surfboard instead with a jet ski engine on it. Really?
I really like this Sheetz TV commercial, and I watch it sometimes, and it's like 4 or 5 different people, and they're talking about taking a sheet, like to help them do what they do. And like there's a like older lady, and she's like, I take a sheet in the library to help me study, you know, and you're just like, what is going on? And then it's like, it talks about it. It's seriously so good. It's definitely worth watching.
I take a sheet before a long ride.
I've taken a sheet ride in the cockpit.
The trailer from the movie Ted, my best friend Dan sent it to me, and I seriously almost peed in my pants. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. I just love super inappropriate humor and just really immature stuff, and just the scene where he's like humping the register at the supermarket, it's just, his movements are so good, and the whole thing is amazing.
Girl, she's a cashier.
No way, that's awesome.
How you like that? How you like that?
Okay, all right, so that's what...
Really weird but funny thing that I came across. I don't know if somebody sent it to me or what, but it's why Pilgrims hats have buckles, and it's like a rap from these Pilgrims, and the whole deal is basically they have these buckles on their hats because they have penises on their foreheads, and it's super awesome. There's like a little person in a tree like playing a flute or something like that, and the whole thing is just really, really ridiculous. So I laugh at that.
Harvesting for days till we flop out our cock on the tit-tit-tit-tays.